recording? Okay. Well, good afternoon, ladies. How are you?
Yeah, very good.
Good.
Good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. I was wondering if you could please introduce yourselves one by one to everybody on YouTube.
Sure.
Maybe start with you.
Hello, I'm Cindy.
Great. Cindy, where are you from?
I'm from Guangdong.
Okay.
Yeah, I live in Shenzhen for a long time.
Excellent.
I love Shenzhen.
Okay, brilliant. How about you?
Hello, my name is Fay. I'm a Mandarin teacher. I have been living here almost for 10 years.
Excellent. And
Yes.
are you also from Guangdong?
Yes.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Hi guys, my name is Gracie. I'm from Hunan. So I love spicy food very much. And I've been living in Shenzhen for kind of like 3 years. And my major is teaching Chinese as a second language. So I'm doing the work I'm loving to do.
Oh, fantastic. Alright guys, now the purpose for this video, and actually for all of you guys on YouTube is, alright, a while ago I did a video about language, the Chinese language, but, you know, I'm a foreigner, and I would like everybody out there to hear from actual Chinese people what Chinese is. Now there's a lot of confusion, people are not sure if it's Guangdonghua, Cantonese, or Putonghua, Mandarin. Can you explain to me, if someone says, I can speak Chinese, what do they mean?
Okay, so
Yeah, I guess they mean, oh, I can speak Putonghua.
Right.
Because Cantonese, its client limitation is only on Guangdong.
Right. Okay. So, for those of you who are not familiar with Guangdong, Guangdong is the province right in the south of China, here where we are at the moment. It's where I live. And which are the major cities where people speak Cantonese?
Of course, as everybody knows, it's Hong Kong
Right.
and Guangzhou, and about, I guess, maybe most city
Yeah.
in Guangdong.
yeah, I
Yeah.
guess just in Shenzhen because a lot of immigrants, you know, as you know that. So not a lot of people speak Cantonese here because probably Putonghua still kind of like the most important language here.
In
We
Shenzhen.
say like we say like Guangdonghua or whatever, like Shanghai-hua or Hunanhua. This we say that's kind of only kind of like a dialect.
Right.
Not really say Putonghua is common speech Mandarin.
Right. Okay. So, Mandarin then, or Putonghua, is spoken everywhere in China, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can go anywhere you like in China, and people will speak Mandarin because they learn it in school, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
most of the area in China should be like able to communicate in Mandarin. I mean, like for example, probably in some like kind of remote college, like in Tibet or maybe Xinjiang, still some of them. But we supposed to like learning Mandarin since we are in like a primary school.
Right.
But
Okay.
even now in Hong Kong, most people can speak
That's right.
Mandarin.
Yes, slowly but surely then,
Yeah.
even if they don't want to. Okay. All right, fantastic. So that's great. Now, just for everyone out there, I was wondering if you could give us a demonstration. You said you were from Guangdong, the two of you. Can you speak Guangdonghua?
I can speak Cantonese.
Okay, you can speak Cantonese. So, could you give us a sentence? Could you give us a sentence in Mandarin? Okay.
Yeah.
And then could you give us the same sentence in Cantonese so that everybody can hear the distinct difference?
Okay.
Okay, so let's choose a simple sentence. Something like, the weather is very hot today. Okay,
今天天气很热。
根本個天好熱。
all right, as you can see, completely different languages. All right.
Yes.
Now, there's another question I'd like to ask you which is related to all of this. And this is the use of traditional Chinese characters and simplified Chinese characters. Now, for all of you out there, what I'm going to do is I'll superimpose, you know, here's a traditional character over here, and over there is a simplified character. Now, could you please tell us the difference between traditional and simplified?
Now in China, only Hong Kong and Taiwan they use traditional characters, and all of the other mainland China we use simple characters.
Okay, simplified, yes.
Yeah, simplified. Yeah.
All right. Now, for all of you out there, the simplified characters, as the name states, is just a much simpler form of the traditional characters. Now, anyone who can read traditional Chinese can read simplified, and vice versa. It's fairly easy. I mean, sure, some of them look a lot more complicated, but even I, as a foreigner, can get the gist, so no worries there. Okay. Anyway, I would also like to ask you a little bit about the dialects. Now,
Yeah.
you know, all around China you have, like in northern China, the way people speak Chinese is different to southern China. Can you give me some examples of this?
Yeah, maybe Gracie?
Okay, so like in China, we say main China, mainland. We divide them into 7 parts. So that means we say we have 7 dialects in total. Most of them, like of course, in one province, like take my province, my hometown, Hunan, as an example. In this province, we have many other dialects. That's probably like kind of like only for very few people using that. But like we say from all over the China, then we say have seven dialects. But in north area, that's the most people using that's from north dialect. But these people, the accent is quite similar like Mandarin because that's how Mandarin built up. It was based on the northern dialect using the Beijing accent as the principle. So most of the people from north area they communicate without any problem because probably they're like a Dongbei, you know, that from northeast they have very strong. They roll up the towns a little bit, not a little bit, probably a lot. Sorry.
Right, yeah.
So they say like a fan guar, like that.
Yeah, sure.
People
The
from here.
Arhua, right?
Yeah, they just added the Arhua in. But from southerner, they have like people from Guangdong, of course, they speak in Guangdonghua. We call that Yueyu. And the people from Hunan, from my hometown, we call that Xiangfangyan. We call that. We say Fangyan, that means dialect. And then people from like Jiangsu, Jiangxi, they say Gang Fangyan. So we have 6 other dialects except the northern dialect. So these people, they communicate with each other using their own dialect. But like for me, my friends came to my hometown, they can understand nothing.
Right.
Just like say, what are you talking about, guys? Just kind of like a foreigner talking about that.
Right,
Yeah,
so
that's right.
when that kind of situation happens, then everybody can just speak Putonghua.
That's right. That's
Okay.
we using Pudonghua.
Okay, so I think what you can all learn from this is the one that you want to learn, if you're going to learn Chinese, the one you want to learn is Mandarin or Putonghua, because that's the one that's most useful. You can use it anywhere, and you can speak it in Taiwan as well. Everybody speaks it there. You know, it's at least a version of it. When I went to Taiwan, I could understand everybody and they could understand me as well. So yes, that's the one to learn. So these lovely ladies are going to be helping me and actually helping all of you out there in the future, because I've decided to do a new series, and we're going to call it Mandarin on Demand. So basically what's going to happen is I would like all of you please to, in the comments section of this video, please request what you would like to learn in Mandarin. I'm going to come here maybe once every 2 weeks to start, and depending on the demand from you guys, we might do it more often, but I'm going to come here and I'll have at least one of you or perhaps another teacher. We're going to ask them how to say what you want to know. So it's not some funny course or useless stuff that you would never use. Something you're interested in knowing, like how do you say XYZ in Chinese? And I'm going to come here and these lovely ladies are going to help us, and we'll give you the characters and we'll give you everything you need to know. Alright, so actually on that vein, I've had a request from one of my subscribers, and he sent me a message the other day, and he asked me, he said, you know, he goes to business meetings with a lot of Chinese businessmen, and every time he goes they try to offer him cigarettes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a cultural thing, it's quite normal here.
Yeah.
Right, but he doesn't smoke.
Yeah.
So he would like to know what is the most polite way to refuse a cigarette.
You know, actually, funny thing is, one of the students asked me this question, exactly the same question before, and we discussed this. We have a kind of like a very heated discussion downstairs in our like office. Then there's one foreigner. He's quite kind of like he learns very good Chinese. He says, you know, the best way that you just accept that. But this is kidding. But we say like if you really want to refuse that, you can just tell them and say, oh, thank you, that I do not smoke that. I do not smoke. So you just, in Chinese, of course, you say, 谢谢,我不抽烟, and that's fine.
All right.
But just do not let them find that you are smoking in another circumstance
Sure.
in front of people. That would be like kind of like not very polite. But other for that, it's okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is a genuine person who doesn't smoke, so they really want to know. So
Yeah, that's right.
she says, 谢谢我不抽烟, right?
Yeah.
Do you have another way of saying it, perhaps? Is it somewhere else?
Normally you just say that, oh, 对不起，我不抽烟. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. Yeah, normally.
All right, so can we just explain this? How do you say smoke cigarettes in Chinese?
Maybe Cindy can.
Yeah.
抽烟 or 吸烟.
Oh, 抽烟 or 吸烟. Okay. What is the difference between the two?
Usually, writing language, maybe they write 吸烟, but when they speak, they say 抽烟.
Okay, all right. So you said 谢谢, which means thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Or 不抽烟, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
我不抽烟.
All right. 不抽烟. Yeah, okay.
That's
See, I can never get the tones right. That's why I'm here, because these are proper Mandarin teachers. Okay. So you guys can listen to them, get their tones. Okay. You can't tell me that I'm giving you all the wrong story. Okay. All right. Fantastic. So you said 对不起, right?
Yes, 对不起 or 不好意思.
Okay.
Both okay.
All right. So what does 对不起 mean?
对不起 means sorry.
Right. And 不好意思.
不好意思 is kind of between excuse me and sorry.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Fantastic. Is there another way you could say it?
My father told me before that he feel impolite to refuse every time, so he doesn't smoke, but he accept.
Yeah.
Say thank you, 谢谢.
Yeah, this is one way. Yeah, I've saw people they do not really smoke, but they found that maybe it's too implied that if they just refusing every time. So they take that, then they keep that, but they will not smoke. I think this is also possible.
Yeah, I do that a lot, because when I go to my mechanics and I'm working on my bikes, they always offer me cigarettes. And when new people come, they offer me as well.
Yeah.
I take it, I put it behind my ear. Okay.
That's
Very
right.
Chinese style.
You know, like I'll smoke it later. But the problem is, then they come with lighters and they want you to smoke, and yeah, sometimes you're kind of forced to pretend and puff on the thing anyway.
That's right.
Okay, right. So I normally say to them, 不用谢谢. Is that okay to say, or am I doing that wrong? If
不
I
用
say-
了，谢谢。
Yeah,
It's
不用了，
okay.
谢谢。
可以，no problem. You say 谢谢，不用了，不用了，谢谢。
Okay, so it doesn't matter if the
Doesn't
xie is before or behind? Okay, great. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. Now, before we end this, I would like to ask you, do you have any messages for anyone out there on YouTube who would like to learn Mandarin Chinese? Do you have anything you would like to, any advice you would like to give them?
Okay, so maybe one by one singing
Okay,
first.
good idea.
Do you know Jiahua? Jiahua is in Shenzhen, the best Mandarin school in Shenzhen. So if you want to learn more Mandarin, you can come. Welcome.
Yeah, okay, so here I want to say, most of foreigners, sometimes when they come to consult us how to study Mandarin well, and sometimes they refuse to study characters. And here I want to suggest you do need to study characters. And remember the tones and the characters are very, very important for you to catch up the language.
All right.
Yeah, for me then I say, in my class I say just say a sentence to all of my students at very beginning, very, very often. I say, just do not afraid of making mistakes when you are just trying to learn a language. Do not afraid of losing phases, because the only way that you can get to language, or I can show you how to learn the language, is by making mistakes. The time that you make a mistake, then I know what the problem is, and I can find a way to help you. So every time you found out you are making a mistake, do not feel ashamed, do not feel embarrassed. That's a very good way to learn, to improve. I would say, once you came here, if you have a question and if you want to learn Chinese, you came to us, and we are very welcome and very happy to help you. Thank you.
Excellent. Well, thank you guys. So you can look forward to more little Mandarin lessons by request, by the way. So please don't forget, in the comments section below, I would like you to put there what you would like to learn to say in Mandarin. Once we've got a bunch of them, I'm going to come back here and I will basically address all of them, and I'll release episodes probably once every 2 weeks, or perhaps once a week depending on your demand. So until next time guys, thank you for watching and cheers.
Bye bye. See you next
Bye-bye.
time.
Excellent. Thanks guys.